Today I'm going to talk to you about 7 reasons why you should invest in off-plan properties if you're thinking about buying real estate here in Dubai. My name is Daniel Gevaux, and since 2008 I've been helping investors to put their money into real estate. First I started with development, and since 2020 I'm helping also people to buy their own homes or investment property. And in 2023 I moved here to Dubai because the market here just makes sense. And today I'm going to talk to you about 7 reasons why you should prefer off-plan properties if you are thinking to invest here in Dubai, but you don't need to move in right away. Okay, for the first one, I want to start with the prices. Usually, the prices of off-plan properties, or pre-construction as they call in America, are lower if you are buying an off-plan property for several reasons. One of those reasons is that the developer just wants to anticipate that cash flow instead of going to the bank and look for a loan. So everybody that buys a property pre-construction usually pay between 40 and 60% of the price of the value of the property during the construction. And that is basically interest free for the developer, because the balance of what he needs for the construction he's going to get with a bank. But that doesn't mean that this is not a good thing for you. You're also financing 40 to 60% of the value of the property throughout the construction period without interest. If you buy a ready property using a mortgage, you're usually going to put between 20 to 30% down, and you're going to finance 70% of the value of that property. And for that, you're going to pay interest and everything else, all the fees, everything that comes along with a mortgage. However, when you buy a pre-construction, during the construction period, you are interest-free. And in countries like Brazil, for instance, during the construction, you don't pay interest, but they correct the price by inflation. So an asset that should be for you inflation protective asset, in countries like Brazil, you actually just correcting the inflation yourself. In Miami and here in Dubai, when you buy during the construction, you pay a lower price because it's the interest of the developer to have you buying now, so that he gives you a benefit of lowering the price, and you also don't pay interest during the construction. So that's why usually during the construction period or on a pre-construction, you're going to pay a lower price than if you buy something that is ready, because you are anticipating that cash flow for the developer. And also, the earlier you enter on a pre-construction, usually you have a better price, because the way it works is they launch a project. Usually they do a pre-launch only for family, friends, and some clients, and that period usually have the best price. After they sell a certain number of units, they go to the second tier, and now they say, look, now it's public, so now you need to pay a little bit higher. And as the time goes by, the developer needs less and less the money of those first time or first investors that are buying the unit. So slowly they update the prices of the units that they are selling. That's why investing in pre-construction gives you the benefit of paying a lower price. And on my list, the second is attached to that is the valuation or the price correction that your property is going to have during the construction period. Let's say a ready property in a given neighborhood, the price is more or less 1.5 million dirham, because we're talking about buying. Let's say you pay on the construction, on the pre-construction, 4 years before it's going to be delivered, let's say you pay 1.2, 1.1. During the construction, it's natural that the price of your unit start matching the price of the units that are already in the market trading. The prices start to go together. Not only that, when your property is delivered, it has a better value or has a better perception of value from the buyers, because your property was delivered just now. The competition was delivered 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So now you have a premium. So not only you're going to pay a lower price, you have a bigger valuation potential, price increase potential on your asset than buying a ready property. The ready property, of course, is going to be corrected by inflation. Usually real estate is adjusted by inflation and also by the demand that area, that particular area or project has. However, you cannot compare a property that is delivered today to the property that was delivered 5 years ago. Whatever is older usually is going to have a lower price than the new one. This gap is not going to only be caught by the new construction because it starts lower than the ready, but it's going to eventually match it, but usually it's superseded because a newer property has a better value perception by the buyers than an older property. Going through my list again, the number 3 is actually the flexible payment plan. When you are buying a property, a ready property, you basically have 2 options. Either you pay cash or you finance. If you pay cash, you put all the money, you get the deed, there is no debt, nothing, and you just start using the property. However, if you do a mortgage, you just put a percentage down and you finance the rest. I'm not going to enter here in the finance details of each decision. I'm just giving you the options. One, you pay everything up front, and the other, you're going to put 30% up front and you're going to make payments as you go. However, when you do pre-construction or off-plan, usually during the construction period, you have a payment plan. And here in Dubai, that varies a lot. Some developers, they let you pay 1% of the value of the property each month. So each month you pay a little bit. Other developers here in Dubai, just as in America or even in Canada, instead of doing a monthly payment plan, they usually do chunks of payments in given dates in the contract, when the construction starts, when the construction reaches certain level, or instead of doing monthly, they can do bi-monthly or every quarter or every 6 months. Depending on the way that you are structured or in the country that you are buying the property from, let's say you are based in America, you are based in Brazil, you're based in Europe, sometimes it's cheaper for you, instead of making a payment every single month, just making a payment every 6 months throughout the construction. That way you have an interest-free investment, and also you can negotiate with the developer a payment plan that fits your cash flow from your investments, from your salary, from wherever you're getting the money from. So you are more flexible to make the payments than just buying a ready property. Either you go cash or finance. The next topic that I want to talk to you, which is very nice, is the customization of your unit. When you buy ready property, you need to take it as it is, and then you do your own renovations. I just had a client exactly like that last week. We were looking for a ready property in Town Square, and once him and his wife start seeing how the properties were, because there was a lot of tenants that used the property, or the owners didn't take very much care of the units. The units that we selected to show them, or they were available to show them, had to go through a lot of small but intensive renovation, deep cleaning, painting, patching the walls, things like that, that someone that is buying a property not always are very thrilled to go through. We were lucky because when we bought a property, the owner was super careful about his own property, previous property, now ours, and we had to do basically absolutely nothing. But in other cases, you need to go through some kind of renovation. So when you buy a off-plan, just like I showed the video the other day in my vlog, when you buy the Armani, you have the option to select the color of your finishes. And this way, you don't need to wait for the developers to hand over the property to you, for you to get the keys, and then you start doing the renovation. They are going to do the renovations or the customization of the unit, of your residence, while they are doing the construction. This way, when you close the deal, get the deed, get the keys, you enter in a property exactly as you want. Not all developers are going to do that, but most of developers will accept some kind of customization that you can do during the construction. If the next topic that I want to talk to you about is trust and safety. Back in 2008, when we had the crash, Dubai market was completely different. In that moment, Dubai real estate market didn't have the escrow account institution, just like in the US, Canada, and most countries in Europe. Brazil also didn't have the escrow account until last year, and now they do. So what happened in 2008 was that a lot of people bought pre-construction, made the deposit to the developer, and the developer, instead of using that money to build the project that they actually bought, used that money to buy more land, and this way they created a bank of projects. When the crash came in 2008, everybody saw themselves without anything. The developers without the projects, and the owners without the residences that they bought. That changed because now the government has the escrow account, the centralized escrow account, and when you buy a property off plan, your money goes to the escrow account. And the only way that the developer can use that money into the construction is by proving to the government that there is progress in their construction. And you can check that on the DLD, Dubai Land Department website, and also in the DXB Interact, which is a website from the government to give you updates on the construction. So everything now is safe, secure, and transparent, much better than any other country that I have done business pre-construction for. The next topic that I want to talk to you is about high demand. Dubai right now is an international business hub in the world. The same way, that's the easiest explanation that I give to my client. What Miami is to the American continent as a whole right now, where Argentinians are buying Miami, Brazilians, Colombians, Venezuelans not so much because now there's a sanction, but people from Mexico, everybody from America buying in Florida, and also Canadians buying there. Dubai is for this side of the Atlantic. As the top buyers here, we have British, we have French people, we have people from Italy, and of course India. But also we have a lot of people from Oceania, a lot of people from Africa, a lot of people from China, a lot of people from Singapore, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. So there's everybody on this side of the Atlantic. When they are thinking about internationalizing their investment, they are choosing Dubai. And not only as an investment, people are buying because they are moving permanently, or they are going to live half of the year here or a period of the year here. It's not more like it was in 2008, where people were just buying for speculation. Now, people are buying because they need. People are moving here to Dubai. First year on rent, second year they are buying a property. And a lot of people also buy property when they get here. So buying pre-construction will give you the ability of, once your development is ready, you can move into it, or you can be a source of rentals, or you can sell the property to all these people that are moving permanently here. So the high demand in Dubai is not speculative, is actually people that are coming to live here. The expectation of the government is by 2040, so we're talking about 15 years from now, to double the population. That means that Dubai needs approximately 68,000 units per year to supply all this demand, but it only delivers 46. So supply lower than demand, the prices are going to go up. And the last one is Dubai's strategic location. Dubai is in the heart of the Middle East, so it offers very good opportunities for people everywhere here. If you look at the map, we are in the heart. And that's why people are investing here in general. Investing in pre-construction gives you the ability of all those benefits that I give you, and assures you that as these people are moving here throughout this year, your price is guaranteed, you don't have any interest, and when it's ready, you can use it yourself or de-invest by selling or renting this to someone. And to finish this video, if you're looking to buy here in Dubai, you can contact me and we can design for you a specific strategy to buy your property. Every investor has a different condition, and that's what I'm good for. I'm here to figure it out with you and design the best strategy for you to maximize your investment with safety, transparency, and honor. So if you want to get in contact with me, just click on the link below. You can schedule a 15-minute call. We get the basics and we move from there. My name is Daniel Gevot, and I hope you like this video. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and put on the comments any question that you would like me to answer about investing in real estate here in Dubai. See you in the next one.